Tonight, the latest on the embattled U of I athletic director.
And special counsel Robert Mueller continues his investigation into Russia and the Trump campaign.
And the world remembers Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the 50th anniversary of his assassination. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Dax McCoy.
And I'm Doug Taylor. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
We have an update that the University of Idaho put their athletic director on administrative leave in light of a recent investigation. Daryl Bivens is at the U of I campus to tell us more about the decision. Daryl?
Administrative leave for 60 days due to a recent investigation that suggests Spear may have mishandled a sexual assault allegation case involving one of his players back in 2013.
While Spear is on leave, who will take his place?
In the meantime, Assistant Athletic Director Pete Isaacson will take the place of Spear during his leave of absence. Now, the associated body of the university meet tonight to discuss a new resolution and the possible firing of Spear. Reporting live from the University of Idaho, I'm Daryl Bivens, Murrow News 8.
Back here on the WSU campus, prosecutors dismissed all charges claiming a WSU student allegedly raped another student back in October of 2016. A woman told officers that 23-year-old Gabrielle Amare slept with another woman, too intoxicated to consent, and she has no memory of going to Amare's room. Prosecutors dismissed Amare's charges because a key witness traveled outside of the country and could not appear in court. Officials at WSU School of Music elected Associate Professor and Coordinator of Music Education Dean Lethe as the school's new director. Lethe has worked with the department for almost 8 years and directs WSU's treble choir and tenor bass choir. The current director, Greg Yazanitsky, will step down and return to his faculty position.
The Showcase for Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities hosted its 7th annual installment earlier this week. Students displayed their research on a number of topics, including art, how drugs affect the body, and feminism in different cultures, among others. Director of Undergraduate Research Shelley Presley says the event can enhance undergrads' education by connecting people in similar disciplines. Everyone needs their teeth checked, and for WSU research assistants, more will have dental coverage starting this fall. The number of grad student assistants covered for preventative dental care will increase to 90%. The care will cover cleanings and fluoride treatment. The increase in those covered came after a renegotiation of policy which saved money. The savings allowed for additional coverage. An internationally popular video game took over the daily lives of people of all ages, such as hip-hop artists Drake and Travis Scott. Guillermo Mota shows us how Fortnite draws in students at Washington State University.
Fortnite is a survival game created by Epic Games and People Can Fly. The game launched in July 2017. Fortnite is a third-person shooter battle royale game. The game has recently gained interest within the WSU community as 2 weeks ago, Fortnite launched for all mobile devices.
My opinion on Fortnite is that it is a great game to get people together. Even if they're not playing, it's enjoyable to watch. And I think that the benefits of having Fortnite mobile, it allows students to take breaks between classes or between studying and homework to be able to have some fun.
Where are we landing, boys? The purpose of the game is to outlive opponents by staying inside a storm that can eventually eliminate you. The game is an addiction that has gotten to me as well, as I'm playing right now, and I just downloaded the game on my phone and been playing for a few hours now.
Fortnite allows for gamers across the world to connect in the same server with different platforms, giving the opportunity for users to communicate in order to achieve a common goal, be the last team standing. The game can eventually turn into an addiction and a distraction which faculty and staff at WSU are well aware of.
I think it just depends on the student, because for some students it can be really distracting just depending on how well they prioritize their time.
Since its launch, Fortnite has logged in over 10 million users. The number continues to increase with the game's additions and mobile launch. The game is currently still in its beta testing stage. Other similar survival games have also gained popular interest. Guillermo Mota, Murrow News 8.
When we return, the latest from the Mueller investigation.
And an active shooter at YouTube headquarters injures several bystanders. More on that after the break.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Another shooting occurred yesterday, this time on the campus of YouTube headquarters in California. A disgruntled woman opened fire at what seemed indiscriminately on people standing nearby. 39-year-old Nisim Aghadim injured 3 people, including one in critical condition, with a 9mm handgun. She purchased the handgun legally and did not show any signs of potential criminal activity, according to Mountain View Police. Aghadim's YouTube page promoted veganism and animal rights, but she believed that YouTube's policies caused her to lose views due to their filtering system.
Today, it feels like the entire community of YouTube and all of the employees were victims of this crime. Our hearts go out to those who suffered in this particular attack.
President Donald Trump tweeted his condolences to the victims shortly following the incident.
An update on the international tariff arguments. China met the Trump administration's plans to place tariffs on Chinese goods by announcing matching tariffs on American soybeans, cars, and airplanes. The dueling announcements by the Chinese and U.S. governments caused the Dow Jones Industrial Average to fall over 500 points early on today before rebounding, closing up 230 points. Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross says he hopes negotiations can take place between China and the U.S. to solve the issue. Ross believes talks between the two countries can begin in May. President Trump released a statement saying he hopes to bring home the remaining 2,000 U.S. troops in the fight against ISIS in Syria. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders says the military's mission to eradicate ISIS in Syria is coming to a rapid end. President Trump followed by echoing her sentiment that the fight is close to complete. President Trump hopes to revert back to his America First campaign that focuses on removing foreign involvement and military operations across the globe. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s revolutionary vision for equality reached far and wide across the globe. 50 years ago today, Dr. King died at a hotel in Memphis, in Tennessee. He began to shift calls for legal equality to something more, social and economic justice for all. James Earl Ray shot Dr. King while he spoke at the Lorraine Motel on the second-floor balcony on April 4th, 1968. Today, King's son spoke on the current political climate.
Justice must be done somehow, some way, someday, and really right now.
King's son, MLK III, expressed he believes the problems his father dealt with are still issues the country grapples with today. People celebrate the memory and message of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. nationwide.
When we come back, Jesse Maywald will let us know what we can expect from the weather looking forward into the weekend.
Wonder if we'll be seeing spring anytime soon. We'll be right back.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning. 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash, 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
The rain continues to come down on us here in Pullman. Jesse, any idea when it might stop?
Well, Dax, it's not looking that good. Looking forward and looking into today, it's been kind of mild with some slight clouds and about 43 degrees. Looking into next week and across the map, it's going to be pretty mild here in Pullman and Spokane area, about 48 degrees and 45 degrees. And then looking into central Washington at about 50 and 55 degrees. And then it actually gets quite a bit more mild here in Seattle, kind of like Pullman at 49, 53, and 59 degrees in Vancouver. That's the warmest part for today. And for tomorrow morning, the morning's going to be a little bit cloudy, kind of some rain coming in. Make sure you grab your umbrellas. And if your moms are starting to come back for Mom's Weekend, make sure you guys grab umbrellas and whatnot for the weekend. And looking into the 5-day, if I can get out of the way here, it's going to be about a bunch of rain for the weekend. And Friday, Saturday, unfortunately for Mom's Weekend, make sure you guys bring your umbrellas. Try to make the best of it. Don't, hide. Let them know that we don't always get rain. It's just, today. And then weather will get a little bit better Sunday, and then Monday you get sun, and boom, we got to come right back into work and class and all this other stuff that we got to do. So that's all I have for weather. Thanks. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, when we come back, we will let you know some fun activities to do this Mom's Weekend. Stay tuned.
If you need some entertainment this Friday, you might consider the Mom's Weekend Fashion Show. The Department of Apparel, Merchandising, Design, and Textiles will showcase original pieces designed by juniors and seniors who've worked over the last year to create them. This includes a wine event before the show, along with a silent auction beginning at 6 p.m. Tickets cost $18. $18, pretty decent deal for a Mom's Weekend activity.
Yeah, and my mom really likes wine. I don't know about your mom, but she's a big fan of the Reds in particular. And I heard that there's also going to be a wine event going on at Valhalla this weekend too.
Yeah, lots of opportunities to socialize and enjoy the bounties of the Palouse, one of them being wine grapes.
Thank you for watching. Join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 p.m. for Pullman's only nightly newscast.
Have a great night, and don't forget to follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Good night, Pullman.